copy. An imitation, reproduction, or transcript of an original. This is what defines copy in the dictionary. As of right now, in the gacha community, there is currently a problem going on, and that is between Aemeath and the new character Silicide Zero, Aemeath. Two people considered a straight copy from Aemeath, and honestly, you can consider it as John Seaman and saintontas. This isn't a surprise. Both of those two idiots think that that is a straight copy from Aemeath, and they showed their proofs. And personally, those proofs do not mean anything at all. And let's go over the first one, which was John Seaman tweet. First of all, Hoyo has been creativity bankrupt for years. Are we surprised? It's no coincidence that so many games are trying to emulate Wuwa. It's literally the new blueprint. It's not the new blueprint, you piece of shit. They're not trying to emulate everything, though. And first of all, saying Hoyo has been creativity bankrupt for years, whilst you're straight up the Hoyo's biggest attacker, just proves me a point. You will say anything just to prove you're right. And I will say this here now: it is completely fine if games copy from one another, but if it's a little bit of a copy and it's not that much, it's completely fine with it though. Personally, a one-to-one copy is bad, but if it's using a bit of sub animations that look similar but it's different characters, then that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. His tweet again was, "Son, they're really trying to make a gooner version of Aemeath," while showing the posing pictures. First of all, Aemeath is straight up posing. First of all, this does not make any sense. They're not two similar characters. One's Archangel, one is a mech robot. Does not prove any point at all that they're similar. And you're saying that they're trying to make a gooner version of it. You're wrong. Two different characters. You're just hating on it for no reason, as you always have been with every other Hoyoverse game. That's basically John Seaman's take, and honestly, I'll say here right now, this is straight up the worst shit I've seen ever, though, trying to make a point, honestly. Next up, saintontas. You might know him, honestly, as the hater of Hoyoverse games and any other gacha game that isn't Wuwa. Now, he stepped into the foot of Aemeath and Aemeath, and he basically said that this is straight up a blatant copy of Aemeath. And he basically said this as well: Cyrene, Elijah, Aemeath, Aemeath are all copies of Aemeath. Then he basically continued blabbering on about showing different videos of the animations that and the movement, and let's go over what he's put it on at the end into his notepad. First, 2 cinematic non-ultimate attacks. Personally, 2 cinematic non-ultimate attacks are completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. They're basically almost not the same. 2 different characters, not one-to-one. Learn that shit. I guess you didn't learn that in college or university, whatever you fucking went to. Second, 2 ultimates. Characters can have any gacha game can have 2 ultimates in their characters if they want to add it. It makes them OP'er. 2 ultimates does not signify that it's Wuwa's take to have 2 ultimates. Third, both ultimates are the same animation wise. You can consider that, yeah, but the difference is one's a mech and one's an Archangel, so it's not really one-to-one animation, ultimate animation. It is somewhat different, but it is the same poses, yeah. Both units have flight with jet-propelled wings, so you're telling me that 2 sets of wings of jet-propelled wings and Aemeath's digital wings are the same. Interesting. You know, I don't remember Aemeath having her entire wings as jet-propelled wings. She only has 2 to control her flying. All the others are normal wings. Aemeath has 2 digital wings that also technically work as, I guess, jet-propelled wings. Fifth, both units have identical cinematic non-ultimate attacks, identical starting animations too. Now, the starting animations can be different within the movement. Every developer in different gacha games make their characters move a different somewhat. It cannot be straight to one straight movement. Then they would need to go frame after frame to making it, which just wastes too much time. And personally, this does not prove anything, though. 6. Both units have identical ending poses. This is so funny. They do not have both identical poses. One is straight, smiling at the camera, looking behind her, while the other is straight high in the sky, while the enemy below is getting bulldozed. Straight up, Aemeath is high in the air, straight. Beams are coming down towards the enemy, while Aemeath turns around, smiles, and looks at the camera. Both units have identical VX colors. This is the worst comparison ever. VX colors don't mean anything. Every game can use the same VX colors, it does not matter. No one owns the right to VX colors. You make them and they're yours. Okay? It's not straight owned by a company. Every other character can use that, even if it looks similar. Pink hair and white. Oh, here we go again. So if Aemeath is pink hair and white, no other Gacha game are apparently not allowed to have in there. Interesting. Let's see. Elijah's pink hair with white clothes, who released in 2021 before Aemeath. Cyrene is an elf with pink hair and white clothes, a deity. Aemeath is pink hair, white clothes, and so is Aemeath. This does not prove anything. The character's design, clothing, hair can all be the same, if it's not a one-to-one to a character. 9. Both releasing in version 3.1. This is the most pathetic excuse to saying that, oh, it's a straight copy because they're released because both are released in 3.1. Okay? Every gacha game does that. They go from like 1.0, then they go a couple patches ahead to 1.6, they skip to 2, then they go from like 2.6, then skip to 3. That's how it went. That's how it went with Wuthering Waves and Celestial Zero. Celestial Zero went from 2.8 to 3.0. I guess Wuthering Waves went from 2.6 or 2.4 to 3.0. That's how it goes. Okay? And now personally, this entire copy Aemeath bullshit is pathetic. It is not one-to-one, so it is completely worthless. The worthless take to make ever. And yeah, that's all we got. And personally for me, I will say this here. Those two characters, I can make out the difference who's Aemeath and who's Aemeath. Okay, but if it would have been one-to-one, then that would be straight up blatant copying. But it isn't. Okay? Two different characters, even if they use a bit of the same animations, even if the movement is fluid and different, it's still completely fine. Okay? The terrible thing would have been if it was one-to-one. Then yes, you could say it copied. But this, it isn't. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.